So, checked my mileage. I'm at 9.4 miles. Yeah, that's quite something, isn't it? So, if I actually want to do a half marathon, right, which is not that unrealistic to be fair, it's 3:05. So basically like another hour's walking, which is probably what it's going to be to get back to Quarter Acre, then I can probably do it. I think my parents are going to phone me as to probably when they get back to the house anyway. See, on a day like this, you don't want to be inside. A day like yesterday, you do, because the weather was crap. So you're all the more reason to stay indoors because the weather was terrible. But on a day like today, all the way around. I was thinking about it earlier, but it's coincidence. If I did do a half marathon now, which would be quite funny if I could do it, I did the half marathon in Southport. Well, walking from Formby to Southport anyway, and I did it in this t-shirt, my Orlando City one, where for some reason somebody thought I was wearing a Leeds United t-shirt, and I'm like, how? When it says Orlando City on it and Orlando Health as the sponsor, do you really think it's going to be Leeds United? No. And Leeds don't even play in purple, so that wouldn't work, would it? So I'm just going to stop for a moment, but that there is the Tor of Agnew again. Saw it earlier. Gosh, I can see it at a closer distance now. Don't know if I caught that. They were driving like an idiot. I don't know if I did catch it. Anyway, so earlier on, I had my well, I'm having my other carb killer bar now. It was fudge brownie that I had before, so I had that one. So I'm now eating, which is chocolate chip cookie dough. I'm in that one now. For when I'm going along, and I've got one more gel as well. Thing is, it won't really make sense to use it tomorrow because I'm going to Castle Kennedy, and I'm not going to be doing intense walking, or certainly walking for a long duration of time anyway. So I just thought, well, you know what? I just thought I'm using it. I'm doing high intensity exercise now by going all over the damn place, so it makes sense to have it. Pardon me. So when my parents gave me the lift up, one moment, watching out for speeding drivers, so that's why I stopped. Okay, so when my parents gave me a lift up, we spotted a scooter and we thought someone was just there taking a picture. It's still there. I thought to myself, it would be kind of funny if I did all the walking, got to here, and it would still be there. That's kind of funny that it's still there. I'm kind of curious to know if there's a group on Facebook for Dumfries and Galloway, because for that to have been there the entire time since my actual getting to Causewell Point and then doing all that walking and then to get to here, it's just beggars belief. Is there a registration plate on it? Yeah, there is. Right, I'm going to take 2 pictures. I'm charging my phone up as much as I can before my charger power bank has run out of juice. So I've checked my miles, 10.1 miles. So I've actually got to do like 3-ish miles to go. It's like it's like a half marathon is like 13.4 miles. So if I do like at least 14 miles, then at least I've done it. Gosh. What got me is my ride with my dad, where we did like 13.78 miles of riding. That still wasn't as long as the walk I did in Southport, which was like 15 miles. Strange to think, isn't it? Absolutely strange. And it's 3:20, and well, in Stranraer definitely this time there'd be traffic and all, but not here. There's still cars coming along, don't get me wrong, but it's certainly not what you call rush hour traffic. Not in the slightest. One thing I am tempted to do, because I can ride from that way and to get to this point, and I carried on going that way, so I could actually ride down that way. I think it'd be better to ride it than to do it on foot, because like, well, like going back to the main, that A road, which is such a busy road, on foot is just, well, it's better to be on the bike to do it. So yeah, I'm gonna go this way. And looking on the GPS as to where my parents are, because I would have thought they'd have been home now anyway, but they're not, they're still out, which is a surprising thing. And to be fair, so am I. They're in Stranraer. They're probably going to Morrison's or wherever and getting some stuff. We don't need a lot of stuff, that's the thing, because we're going on Saturday. So just like a couple of beers, a couple of ciders maybe. And there's a bin there, which is ideal because I've got my carb killer wrapper in my hand. So well, I've kind of gone a slightly longer way. It's not the wrong way, but certainly like that bit of road that was like thinking, oh, I might just go that way on my bike this evening. Well, actually I should have really gone down that way, whereas going this way goes into To Leswalt itself, which actually is not a bad thing, because like it's not that long of a mistake really, because I only need to just, because then I'm back on like the A road again, and then once I can follow it into Solburn and then actually make my way towards the what do you call it, main road back to the garden centre bit and then back home. So in fairness, actually doing the tiniest of little sort of mistakes will actually get me to Leswalt, which I actually think, if I remember rightly, we rode through Leswalt to get to that Tor of Agnew up on the top of the hill. And then anyway, if we did that, then I'll be able to walk back along the main road back towards the garden centre area, and then make my way back to the garden centre. Either way, going that way, which is where on that side anyway, which is a little bit of a shorter way compared to this way, which is a bit of a longer way, I'm honestly not bothered, because I'm out and about and it's nice, and my phone's still charging, which is pretty damn good. And then that bit, then keep an eye on my battery, because then I'll have a phone that'll have no, well, I won't have a dead phone anyway. Anyway, you get the idea. I'll basically have a power bank that won't have any charge left in it, so it'll be pretty much a case of monitor vlogging, monitor where I'm going. Yeah, I think my dad rode along here yesterday, I'm sure of it. I'm not gonna lie, the house is literally like down there, but going a longer way around, I'm not too fussed really, because it's not too far either way. Plus when it's nice weather and it's nice scenery and there's just fucking no one around. Pardon my language, but it's so true. You just don't even care. You just don't even care, honestly, at this point. Like, yes, I've gone a wrong way, but going a wrong way to see such a lovely scenery set out, well, scenery and view, it's worth it. It's not the way I planned, but it's definitely worth taking a wrong direction to see that. I'm thinking honestly, where we were riding, I'm thinking, because I'm taking a wrong turn initially, what I could do is basically I could ride from our house bit to the main road, then ride along the main road to this point, basically ride to Leswalt, and then make my way along here, all the way down that way, to that sign where I should have gone, saying Solburn 2 miles, and then back to our house bit. Be a nice little loop. I'm very warm. Not actually, I'm not even that warm. I'm actually alright. I was thinking to myself, like, you can actually go down that way. It looks like you could anyway, but yeah, it's kind of a bit flooded at the bottom. I'll show you in a minute. So that's the way I could have gone, and I kid you not, I think honestly that triangular shaped house there is where we're staying, or somewhere very close to that anyway. But I can't get over that because look at the bottom. It's flooded. Which is it's a bit shit. So I don't honestly mind going to Leswalt, then going down to the main road, and then yeah. So you can see the tour there. So I'm heading to Leswalt. So I think we had to ride through Leswalt and go up the hill to there and then back down again. So it would be a matter of me getting on the correct side of the road in case a car comes, because we had to go through Leswalt, I believe it was Leswalt, to then go up and then back down again. And I did see a newsagent's shop, and we went about, it was around this time actually, it was later than this anyway, and there was a shop and I did see it, and I think it was open. So regardless of the fact I've got stuff in my bag anyway, I'm actually going to see if it's, well, first of all I'm going to see if it's open and see if there's a shop to start with, because I could be confusing it with something else, which is very possible. But firstly, see if there's a shop, and probably and if there is a shop, then woohoo, good one, and probably get some stuff for tonight. Might actually get some more drinks in there, you know, possibly. Yes, I did go along the longer way and a sort of wrongish way, but oh man, it is it's nice. Normally when you come into a place, it usually says like the welcome to, obviously, wherever you're going, like Leswalt here. It normally has it on just one side though, never not really both. It's not often you see that. So yeah, I need to go to the end of that road and turn left to the roundabout. I mean, I get the animals bit, but free-range children almost sounds cannibalistic to me, doesn't that? Or is it just me? Might just be me. But when you say free-range children, that kind of comes across as a little bit odd. The free-range animals, you can kind of, it's common, you hear that. But free-range children, it's a bit It's a bit odd.